Today's question is, what makes enterprise buyers accept higher prices without endless feature negotiations? And maybe to open this question a little bit more, I think we need to understand, why do feature negotiations mainly happen? I mean, there are lots of enterprise sales in general is like complicated. But I think when it comes to feature negotiations and price negotiations, often both are like very much interconnected. Like if you have like a weak vendor, if your position is very weak, then your client might try to just negotiate the price down. If you have a better position, like negotiation position, then they at least will try to get some features off the list, and with that some price, often disproportionate to each other. Sometimes if every position is like very structured, this is what we charge for X, Y, Z, then they will just take some of the positions and think like, we don't know this, or we don't need this. And I think there are three reasons that lead to this. And the most important one is, the person that wants what you offer is either not high enough in the hierarchy, because in enterprise sales, you always have like a buying center, you have multiple decision makers, multiple people that need to sign off on the whole thing, especially like procurement, like controlling, like management, and also some indirect decision makers, like the team needs to approve of it, not upfront, but what the team will say is in the decision maker's mind, often upfront. And so you need a decision maker that can actually not overrule, but whose opinion is important enough that the other members of the buying center tend to follow what he says. So if the CEO wants something, it's way more likely that it will happen than if just some middle manager wants it. The second part is, how invested are they? So like, how much do they actually want this? How important is it to them? Because a lot of the negotiation with the buying center doesn't happen with you. It's not happening in the same room as you, and you often can't push for it to happen in the same room with you. So your decision maker kind of has to sell working with you to the other parts of the buying center. And if he has to do so, then he has some political capital. So like, think of it like, how much are other people willing to do something that you want from them? And how much he is willing to invest is closely linked to how much does he want it? How easy is it for him? So like, can you explain why working together would be a great idea? Yes, okay. But how good can the person that is selling this internally in the company explain the same thing to the other people in the buying center? How good can he make the case on why he needs it? And also, if they come up with objections, how good can he handle them? Which is like something you can prepare him, how you can give him tools, because you should be able to do this because you have done it like a million times. You should be able to ask like the questions that other people in the buying center will probably have. This is the second part. How much does he want it? And how easy is it for him? And I think the last part of it is, the whole package kind of needs to work together towards something that your potential customer wants. And if they feel like it's a lot of single things, and some are those that they want and some they don't want, then they always will try to negotiate those out that they feel like they don't need or they don't want. And you maybe know from past experience that customers don't want to do certain things, but it's better if they buy it as well. And because if they try to do it themselves and they overestimate what they will do or what they will be able to do, then that's difficult. But then you're also in the like educating your customer space, which is like always difficult. And so you kind of need to sell a vision, a transformation, something that happens overarchingly for the customer and where everything neatly fits together and where they want to buy the whole thing as a package. And for that, the package needs to be tailored to what they actually want. Because you can't just take something and make your customer want it. You have to know what your customer wants and then make something that he wants. And of course, there's like some standalone parts to each of this. You have competencies, you have processes, you have things that you actually can sell. So you're not solving all the problems that your customers have, but you have to kind of tailor it, sometimes adjust the wording, and make it lovable for your customer so that they want the whole thing, that they feel well equipped to take the whole package and sell it to their stakeholders, to the other people in the buying center, explain it to them, convince them, and then actually create like the win-win-win situation where you are happy, they are happy, the rest of the buying center is happy. And if you don't have this, then naturally at some point resistance will come up. And this resistance usually then lands with either the whole project or the whole thing going down, or with them trying to renegotiate the terms, which, depending on how it goes, either lands in you having less margin or having to do more of the work that's not that valuable, not just to you, but to your customer, and a lengthy sales process, which again cuts into your margins, or if it goes all down and you can't agree on everything, then losing the customer. So I think there's a lot of things that go upfront into you trying to, or you identifying what your customer actually wants, fitting your solution to your customer's need and their language, and equipping your customer to sell your solution to the internal stakeholders so that he can easily actually buy it, and that way give him access to buying your solution, and also target people that have as much authority as possible, because then they can just easier sell things than from bottom up. Sales is always a bit harder than top down.